сцены начать, да, сцена. Hello everyone, thanks for joining our webinar today. We're doing a live webinar on USA residency and citizenship via investment program on how to obtain the EB-5 and how to obtain the EB-5 visa. We're gonna briefly talk about the following topics, is including why investing in USA, EB-5, what are the benefits of EB-5 investment program, and we'll have at the end of the webinar we'll have some Q&A sessions, so please feel free to ask any questions you have. So we'd like to have this webinar as much interactive as possible. The speakers are, my name is Muzaffar. I'm a head of business development at Canfield's Law. We specialize in immigration including other countries, EB-5, but we mainly specialize in UK Tier 1 entrepreneur visa, where we assist our clients to obtain the citizenship and residency in the UK via investment. But at the same time, today it's all about USA, because we also assist a number of other countries, including the USA, Caribbean countries, European, other citizenship programs. But today's webinar is all about USA and how we can assist. I have a guest speaker. I'm pleased to introduce to Diego, my colleague Diego Fiorillo, who actually joining us in our webinar today to talk about the USA, the why investing, why actually doing business in USA. Diego has lived in USA, has a many years experience in doing business in USA, and he understands the immigration aspects of the EB-5. Hi, Diego.
Hello, thank you, Muzaffar, for the introduction. Yeah, like you said, my name is Diego Fiorillo. I'm part of the Canfield's Law team. I specialize mainly in the U.S. aspect of it at the moment. I have extensive experience and knowledge of living in the USA and doing business in the USA. I arrived in the United States when I was very young. I'm originally from Naples, Italy. And throughout my years in the U.S., I've been in ship handling mainly, so it was import, export. So I really got a good taste of what it is to live in the USA, not only as with doing business, but also what it's like culturally, the differences between European and U.S. countries, the United States, in regards to culture, the school systems, the medical systems. So I'm here essentially to assist with any questions anyone may have about the differences between the countries and how the cultures are different, and what may be right for you at the end may not be right for someone else. So any questions you do have regarding that and also immigration law with the U.S., I'd be happy to help.
Great, Diego. Thank you very much for this briefing about your experience. And I would like to actually ask you some questions. During the webinar, but let me just tell our audience about the Canfield's Law before we
Sure.
actually move to that stage. So Canfield's Law, our firm is, we're based in London, we're based in Swiss Cottage, we specialize in, as I said, in UK immigration and UK citizenship via investment, and we also have second citizenship programs, and we can assist depending on your needs, depending on where you would like to settle, where would you like to do business, in which country with. We do have an experts team who can give you a detailed information and give you a detailed consultation. Canfield's Law was granted LEXCEL Excellency Certificate. So LEXCEL Excellency is given to the top level managed law firms in the UK, and Canfield's Law is a member of the Law Society. So this webinar is done, the USA webinar organized by Visatier. Visatier is our partner that helps Canfield's Law with organizing the marketing, organizing the webinars. So it's all powered by Visatier. Canfield's Law, together with USA attorneys, assist clients in obtaining the US EB-5 visa. We are recognized, becoming a recognized leading as an industry experts, highly regarded in the EB-5 field. We have extensive experience in the area and has been instrumental in the success of countless projects together with our partners, of course. We work with USA attorneys. We work with a number of regional centers in USA, and with our expert partners, we've been instrumental in the success of our project and assisting our clients. We do actually travel the world. We actually meet the people. We do seminars. Not only the webinars is one of the ways of marketing, but we actually organize the seminars. And these are, for example, this is a seminar where I'm speaking on in the Dubai conference, Dubai seminar in Novotel Hotel World Trade Center in Dubai, and we've done a number of seminars in New Delhi, Moscow, and we organize monthly VIP meetings in the countries. So we actually arranged the face-to-face VIP meetings, and we are planning to go to Dubai in October and November. So anyone is listening us from Dubai, please let us know. We'll be more than, contact us. We'll be more than happy to meet you in Dubai and tell more about the USA or EB-5 or UK if you are interested. So citizenship, this is a slide you can see. We attended recently Expo in Abu Dhabi, Citizenship Residency Expo in Abu Dhabi, which was very successful. We had the busiest stand. Basically, what I want to do, I would like to, ask Diego how Diego is actually obviously we know the benefits of investing in the USA is because the USA is the first, it's the first choice for investors because it's one of it's the largest market in the world, and it has the ease of doing business, and you've done the business in USA. So can you tell our audience about your experience of how easy to do business in USA?
Well, having lived both in Italy, the UK, and the United States, the ability for someone to go into the United States and start their own business is surprisingly very easy. It's not essentially the bureaucracy in the United States is really set up to where an immigrant can go into the United States and achieve in starting their own business. I wouldn't say easily, but without much red tape. the economy in the United States is essentially geared towards entrepreneurship. So that it would be the tax system, the ability for banks to loan money. Um, the United States wants entrepreneurs and is designed in that way to start new businesses.
Great. What about the workforce? What about the talent? I do know that another benefits of doing business in USA, you have you have a very wide range of workforce talent that you can employ, and then can take you into your business if you are willing to do the business, or if you are investing in existing business, because there's an abundance of workforce talents, isn't it? So what can you tell more? Can you tell about finding the right talent for your business?
Sure. If you look at companies, let's take big companies like Microsoft or Google or things like that that started in the United States. If you look at their workforce, most of them are from other countries. Okay, so they're when companies are hiring, they don't only look internally; they really search worldwide for their talent. So if you have that talent and that company would like to attract you or would like you to come work for them, it is a relatively smooth process for them to bring you in.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Thanks, Diego. And I
Hmm.
think the another reason that why people choose USA, because it has an abundance of resources, global education, one of the best universities in the world, based in USA, like Harvard. And others, and English language. I think the English language is spoken in the country, and that gives ability for anyone who, you're not coming to completely different country where you need to learn that, but the English is spoken in, I think, 97% around the world. It gives
Right.
that great opportunity to do business because English is the first language. So there are many reasons, like Diego mentioned, of doing business, ease of doing business. If you are becoming an entrepreneur in USA, if you are setting up a business or investing in existing business, there are abundance of projects, and the easiness of setting up a business without less bureaucracy, like Diego
Yeah,
mentioned.
I mean, just to give you an example, my own personal experience with my family. My father had a ship channeling business in Naples, Italy, and
Mm,
of course, his dream was always to bring us to America. Okay, so he was actually able to move his business that he had in Naples to New Orleans, to New Orleans, Louisiana. Okay,
yeah.
now this took about, I'd say, 18 months. Okay, but the the United States government at the time looked at his business proposal, and although the immigration laws back then were a little bit different and they were a little bit easier, our family was able to attain green card status before we even landed in the United States.
Hmm.
So if you do have that good business proposal and you do have a good investment vessel,
Hmm.
like the EB-5 program provides, then this is a really good opportunity and possibility for someone looking to migrate to the U.S.
Great, yeah, fantastic. And how long you lived in the in US?
About 30 years,
Hmm.
and I'm 40. I make 42 in November. What brought me to the UK ultimately was I still have family in Italy, of course. Most of my family is there. However, my wife used to work for J.P. Morgan Chase in the United States.
Yeah.
She was offered a transfer here to the Bournemouth branch in the United Kingdom, and this was about 3 years ago. And she took the transfer. She worked out her contract for a year and a half, and we had the option to go back to the United States. However, like I said earlier in the webinar, what might be good for one person might not be good for another, or what you like may vary from someone else. We decided to stay in the UK rather than go back. That's mainly due to my daughter being so young when she arrived here and getting integrated. But we liked our life here,
Yeah.
and we decided to stay. But that's not to say that the U.S. is a bad place to live. It's a fantastic place to live.
It's another. I'd like to add here. Yes, you choose the UK at the end of. At the end. But for the clients, I would like to also add here. So we specialize. We've been helping our clients, assisting with UK residency and citizenship, obtaining the citizenship in the UK via investing and doing business in the UK. So again, we have like it can be as a backup plan if you're not satisfied in the US for some reason. As you heard from him, it's a fantastic place to live. It's the world's largest market with the world's highest household spending. It's consistently ranked among the best for ease of doing business. It has abundance of resources and access to capital, one of the most developed, liquid, flexible, and efficient financial markets. Some statistics: it's the third largest nation by geography with abundant natural resources, and the US is the world's largest recipient of inward foreign direct investment, and EB-5 is a significant contributor. And you can see on the slides, you can see how much EB-5 investments contributing to the US economy. But if as a backup plan, we can also assist you with UK. If anything that you would like to move to the UK after investing in the US, or for example, if you are having difficulties to obtain the EB-5, so we can always help you with your backup plan. We can help you with UK because the amount of investment required for the EB-5 is 500,000 US dollars, which I will tell. Which actually next slide is covering that, and 500,000 US dollars is way enough for investing in the UK, because for the UK you only need to invest £200,000, so that covers your investment. So thank you, Diego. So I'd like to move to actually to tell more about what is EB-5 and to give a bit of overview of EB-5 program. The EB-5 is, as I mentioned, is immigrant investor program, which provides the foreign nationals with the opportunity to obtain the US permanent residency, like Diego mentioned, a green card for themselves and their immediate family members for investing in American business that create new jobs. So if you have access to 500,000 US dollars and you invest into the US, you invest in a new business, or you actually invest in the projects, which I will move about what type of projects during this presentation. So if you invest in your US business, this amount of investment and the business creates at least 10 American jobs per investor, you have an opportunity to receive this permanent residency, U.S. permanent residency, or how we call it, green card. And any unmarried children under 21 may become eligible to receive permanent U.S. green cards. It's also good to compare with UK under the UK laws, under the UK Tier 1 visa. If you are applying for Tier 1, then your dependents can be children below 18 years old. But the benefits for the US EB-5 program, your children under 21 may become eligible to receive permanent US green cards, allowing them to live and work anywhere in the United States. So there are many benefits for the EB-5 program, and so first of all, we can obtain you this immigrant investor visa. It's been created by the Immigration Act in 1990, and it's we call it another method for foreign nationals to obtain a U.S. green card, so through capital investment in U.S. business. So the requirements, as I said, 500,000 US dollars in targeted employment area, but you can also, there is an option where you can invest 1 million and as long as the business creating and preserving at least 10 jobs for US workers, then you can obtain this green card. It gives you direct route to permanent residence in the US for the investor, for your family, for your children below 18 years old. They can all become dependents. It gives you freedom to live and work and retire anywhere in the US, any states that you would like to choose and settle. That gives that an opportunity. So you can leave, you can work under this EB-5. By the way, under the EB-5 program, sorry, the under the tier one, when you compare with UK, the applicant under the tier one has to do business. If you compare the UK, if you ask me about the UK, if you apply for this tier one visa under the UK visa program, you need to do business. You can't really work, but here on EB-5 it allows you to not only do the business and invest in the projects, but you can actually work and retire anywhere in the US and leave. So investor and his spouse and children may attend college or university at US resident costs. So that's another benefit. So you are paying the same fee as the US residents. Travel to and from the United States without another visa. So it allows you to become a citizen after 5 years of permanent residency. So initially the visa is given for after 2 years you've extended, and after 5 years you can apply for permanent. Oh, sorry, you can apply to citizenship after 5 years of permanent residency. So ability for investor to sponsor green cards for family members. So that's another, I'd say, benefits. Advantages of EB-5. You can see on the slide, includes family sponsorship, no language requirements. You don't need to be, you don't have to have any education qualifications, and there is no quota backlogs. There are no sponsor needed, and no business or management experience required. So cheapest investment program in order to gain great access to all the benefits that US provides. The other advantages, as Diego may add here, his thoughts, gives opportunity for the lower college tuition comparing to foreign students, and you have authorized to work. You're not restricted. You can get a job anywhere in the US, and residency flexibility to live anywhere in any states. Travel, we've touch based about the travel privileges. You can, there's visa-free travel without any visa, and so you don't need to renew as long as you apply to replace your green card every 10 years.
Right.
Social security, by the way, this is interesting to hear from Diego about the social security in the US. But you have access to social security, so you may receive, retirement benefits such as supplemental income after contributing to the social security system, and access to Medicare. I mean, we in the UK we have NHS, which is actually gives a free access to the medical, and in US it's slightly different. So, but it gives you access to Medicare. So you can enjoy health insurance benefits from the U.S. government from the age of 65, isn't it? After the result.
It's 65. It's not. It's a bit different. Obviously in the UK we have the NHS, which is a free health service to everyone here, and it's excellent service. It really is. In the U.S., the healthcare has been the topic of discussion worldwide, of course. It's not a free healthcare system. It is for some, as long as you meet certain criteria, as far as you have to be at a certain income level to get the free healthcare. But for the most part, all the healthcare there is privatized. Now, once you, like Mustafa said, once you reach the age of 65, then there is Medicare, to where all your healthcare is free, along with your medications.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So these are all the benefits that we've described. One of the most benefits, I would say, and I'd like to move to the investment or the different EB-5 investment rules. The investment amount and job creation requirement are the same for all types of projects. So what you have, you can do direct investment, which was we call it entrepreneurial investment. So you have a more flexibility and responsibility on because you're doing your own business. When you set up a new business in the US, you can actually directly invest in that business. As long as you meet those requirements, you will get your green card. After you can get your green card, and then which allows you to achieve the citizenship as we spoke. Only direct jobs directly employed by the projects are counted. So you need to employ, as we said, 10 minimum jobs. And another route that you can do compared to setting up your own business, you can invest in through regional centers. Regional centers mainly called as passive investment. So and minimal management required. So in that case, so for example, if you would like to be active, the first is direct investment is your option. But if you would like to, if you're the type of person that you have multiple businesses and you still need to travel, manage your business outside the US, perhaps investing through regional center will be a good option for you because it allows you to be less involved in the management because all the management will be done through the regional center projects. So you have many options here. You invest directly, indirectly, but the investments through the regional center. But in terms of the employment, you can that can be counted. So regional center projects can employ, which will count towards your requirements of creation of jobs. And the third option is a pooled investment. So investor pool funds. So you can actually invest in investor pool funds together and invest directly in the business. So a kind of diversified portfolio option is also available as long as you meet the minimum job requirements. So there are many options for the investor. Buying power of 500,000 US dollars, average wages for manufacturing jobs from Bureau of Labor Statistics includes salary, benefits, social insurance, and required taxes. So per hour, the minimum wage, average wage. So that gives you a bit of idea of how many hours you can hire a person and at what rate. And how much 10 jobs will cost you. So if you look at these slides, so if you multiply the average wages per hour to number of hours each employee works for you in a year, so it will come up to 63,400, and 10 jobs will cost you 624. So and we work with number of as I said, we work with our US attorneys, and we have access to number of regional centers, and we can help you with finding the right project. So you don't need to it doesn't become your responsibility of employing. So basically that will be offloaded, and then the projects will take care, and then will guarantee the job creation, which will allow you to have peace of mind, which will give you a peace of mind of your investment, and especially when obtaining the permanent residency and citizenship, because we can assist you from A to Z until obtaining the citizenship. So this is just the cost of meeting the job requirements, let alone the expenses and capital needed to run a profitable business. So if you are the type of person that you want to run the business, please consider how much it will cost you in terms of the hiring jobs. But again, then from that, you also need to do the business. You need to buy the assets. You need to run the business. There are operational costs. So the best way, I think, from our experience, most of our clients choose and invest in existing projects. They just is 500,000 US dollars invested, and that will be totally managed by our partners, by our regional centers. So these are the further benefits, and choosing an EB-5 project, since the capital investment is expected to be at risk, the choice of projects is critical. And at this time, I'll tell you more where to look and what aspects to assess when you choose projects. At this time, there are hundreds of EB-5 projects on the market. It's often very difficult for an investor to choose one, and so there are many facts of a unique alternative to traditional source of funding. Fact number one is investors have traditionally favored real estate related projects, so we have access to those if you are interested in real estate projects. Second fact is, however, not all the real estate projects are viable, and many times large real estate projects have been hampered by construction delays. And fact number three, EB-5 has been used for many non-real estate projects, including transportation and manufacturing. Okay, so and we actually have a many choice. We have a large database of projects for the client depending on your needs. And when you ask what to look for in projects, what makes a good EB-5 projects, first of all, good location is the when it comes to the real estate or manufacturing projects, the location. That's number one. Is the project in an urban or rural location? The second is we also look on strong management aspects. So we look for the team having experience in the field, and I think you need to ask whether other project developers qualified, what is their experience, and so on. And prior approval, has the project or project team achieved approvals from UICIS in the past? So I know that you may have the good location, you may have a strong management team, but if you don't have the license or the approval, then your project may delay, and then it may put you at risk. So this also is very important aspects to check whether they have the prior approval as well. And do the developers have skin in the game? So skin in the game is also important to where we look when we choose the project, because we need to see that the management or the founders of the project, they need to have how much they invested, how much they put their own capital, how much cash they invested, and so on. So these are also very important. So how much their own capital and equity in this project, these are the questions to assess when you choose the project. So whenever we choose the projects with our US attorneys, with our regional centers in the USA, these are the main aspect we select the projects. So whenever we produce or provide you some projects that whether it's real estate, whether it's industrial projects, these are aspects critical for us to choose. Good location, strong management team with a good experience, with a strong experience, having the prior approval, and having skin in the game. How much they have their own funds and equity, which is also reduces the risk for your investment. So investors can be repaid the EB-5 capital investment only after the approval of the I-829 petition, and investors can reinvest capital back into the project after the approval of this petition, and investors will earn interest from the EB-5 investment. And these we can all discuss when it comes to a particular project as case by case. And there are some upcoming changes to the EB-5 program, and one of the upcoming changes in the security for investors is the USCIS and SEC have increased scrutiny, announcing mandatory site visits and audits of how the investors' money is spent, which is actually key, or one of the key changes, because that needs to be purely controlled. Because so far it seems like there are so many regional centers have been there are so many regional centers, but the quality is important. The quality of projects, like I mentioned in previous slide, choosing the projects based on those main criteria is the key to reduce the risks. And one of the another upcoming changes in the investment amount is last year proposals to change the program included raising the minimum amount. So for anyone who's actually would like to apply now, it's a great opportunity because the rules are the same. It's 500,000 US dollars, the minimum investment. And we always ask, we all say to our clients, I mean, some clients say, when do I need to apply? We always say apply as soon as possible because the new rules, if the new rules change, if the new rules come and then they increase the raising the minimum amount, then of course that will, you need to follow those rules. But currently it's only 500,000 US dollars. It's a great opportunity for anyone to obtain this EB-5 program, and we can assist. And however, if you do that after the rules, so if you do before the changes of the rule, then you will follow with existing. You will follow, and your case will follow the current rules. But however, if the new changes come up, then unfortunately you need to follow those rules. So that's a great opportunity to do it now and to do it sooner. Upcoming changes in the source of funds rules as well. There will be changes in the SOF rules, including rules of loans and gifts. So any further anti-money laundering check requirements can be introduced. So these are currently considered by the US. I mean, implementing to the EB-5 program. So again, if you would like to have this ease of obtaining the EB-5, we can assist with your with this visa. Our advice to apply as soon as possible. Do not delay because any changes come, then it will, if you apply before the changes, you'll not be affected by those changes. So the Canfield law, this is our address in the UK. We are based in Swiss Cottage in 129 Finchley Road. If you have any questions, please contact us. And you write to info@visatier.com. And our address in USA in New York, you can see on a screen. So please email us, please contact us if you would like to receive further information. I would be more than happy to actually move to the question and answer sections, but we have a limited time today for our webinar. So what I would like to mention here, so how we work, we do provide the initial consultation, which is a 15 minutes consultation, is free. And we do also give you a personal consultation from our expert advisors. Anything after 50 minutes free consultation, there is a charge of £150. So if you would like to receive the personal consultations from our US attorneys or our expert advisors, please register your interest and click the keyword EB-5 in your screen and in your messenger, and we will contact you. We will also give you guidance on US EB-5, and we'll provide you with a list of documents required and advising on the eligibility. So as I said, Diego, by the way, if you would like to add something here, please feel free.
Yeah, as you said before, if migrating to the US is something that you are considering for yourself and for your family, please contact us. I'd be happy to have a conversation with you to explain to you a little bit of what it's like to live in the US, just so you see if it's something that would be right for you. And yeah, so as he said, please don't hesitate to give us a call or send us an email, and I'd be happy to have a conversation with you.
Perfect, Diego. Thank you very much. I would like to thank our audience for joining our webinar today. Thanks for joining, and we'll be more than happy to fully brief and answer to your questions. Please register to our initial consultation, and we'll give you a call. One of our team members will give you a call, and yeah, we'll be more than happy to assist. Thanks, Diego, for your time. Thanks for this.
Just one more thing. If anyone does have any questions regarding the immigration laws, and the protections you have regarding the differences between being a permanent resident and being a actual citizen, which you can achieve after 5 years of permanent residency. I'd be happy to answer questions in regards to that as well.
Yeah, great. Thank you very much. Thanks, Diego. By the way, I just wanted to say we've have a very good success rate on obtaining the EB-5. We have very high success rates on obtaining EB-5 visas to our clients. The point I would like to make here, for any reasons that EB-5 you've been rejected or your visa been failed, we can give the fee, and then we can give you a backup plan, so we can assist you with the UK Tier 1 entrepreneur visa. For example, in any case you had some difficulties, you haven't been able to obtain the EB-5 for any reason, your visa has been failed, of course we can then also assist you with a backup plan, and we can assist you with the Tier 1 entrepreneur visa with the residency and citizenship for the UK, because as I said, $500,000 is it covers the investment required for the UK, because for the UK it's only £200,000 needs to be invested in the UK business, or if you would like to start a new business, we have a number of options. So that we can, and the fee, we don't charge any legal fees, so we can cover the legal fees for free. So that's the message I would like to send to our audience. And we have many other options as well. As I said, we have second citizenship program. If you are interested in other countries, please contact us. We will give you further advice and guidance on those programs. Thanks again for joining us today on the webinar. Thanks, Diego, for your time.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, me too, Diego. And I look forward to working with you. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Yes. Bye-bye.